So out with the dogs. It's Good Friday. It's probably the first day that I've had off since lockdown, would you believe? I keep seeing everybody posting all these nice, wonderful things they're doing on lockdown. And I'm wondering how you can get the time to do all of that, because I've been really busy. Anyway, today we're doing a little bit of a dog walk. Then we're going to go back and have a little bit of a barbecue. So I wanted just to touch base and talk a little bit about the things that I'm doing in my community and things that I'm doing in my Facebook page for you all at the moment. So as you can probably see, that I've been promoting the top fan badge status because what I've decided to do is try and provide some unique content for the people that actually want it. So for the people that really want it, then they can choose to take it if I just limit it to people that have got the top fan badge. So what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, and I think this is probably going to stay, it's probably not going to go away after lockdown. I'm going to be doing some mentoring sessions. I'm going to be providing some unique information, Q&As, live Ask Me Anythings, all for people that have got the top fan badge status. And then that way I can keep my content to just deliver it to the people that actually want it. So if you're looking for the top fan badge, how do you get it? I think what you have to do is, because this is delivered by Facebook rather than me, is the more you comment and the more of my videos and live feeds that you watch, then Facebook will automatically give it to you. And then you've got it. And then I can post to you directly then as a top fan. So that's what we're doing. That's what I've got planned. So how to the dogs? We've got quite a few people up ahead, so we need to make sure that we keep our distance. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that then, folks. That's what we're going to be doing. And it's, as I say, going to be exclusive content. And a lot of people have been asking me what I think is going to happen to the HMO market when we come out of COVID, and what my predictions are. So I've done a lot of interviews and podcasts and webinars, etc. over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I just wanted to share my thoughts. Now, these are only my thoughts, because nobody really knows. If anybody professes to know where we're going to be in 3 or 4 months' time, then it's just speculation, as is what I'm about to say. So what I think is going to happen is, over the next 2 or 3 months, probably the housing market will just remain a little bit dormant, whilst people get used to the new way of life, get used to if we are going to come out of lockdown anytime soon, and for the economy to start to try and pick itself back up a little bit. Now, I think after the 3-month period, we're going to start seeing a lot of properties being introduced into the market, and mainly because landlords are, they're going to want to retire. They've had enough now. COVID-19 has shook them up a little bit. Perhaps that they've struggled getting rents. Maybe their students, if they're student lets, have upped and left. So I think we're going to see a lot of properties enter the market within the next 3 to 6 months. Now, because of that, I predict is going to bring the housing market down. So we're going to see a correction. So that's going to be a great time for people to buy, not such a good time for people to sell. So what does that mean? Well, I think, in the next 3 to 6 months, the economy is going to struggle. How can it not? Unemployment is going to be higher. Companies are going to be closing. Some of the bigger chains are already closing. So I think over the next sort of 6 to 9 months, I personally think that the country will probably start to see recession. And the property housing market will continue to fall. And I think towards the end of this year, when people start to get back on their feet and employment starts to get at an even keel, I think then the property market is going to even up. That's my daughter shouting, by the way. She keeps doing it. There she is, look. And I think the property is going to end up in 9 months back on an even keel. And I think then going into 2021, it's going to start to recover slightly, maybe back to perhaps where we are just post-Brexit, or where we were just post-Brexit. Now, those are not just my predictions, those are predictions from Savills and predictions from Rightmove and Zoopla and other people that are industry leaders, kind of have the same thoughts as I do. Now, where does it leave the rental market? Well, I think that the rental market is going to remain strong. Why do I think that? Because when we come out of lockdown, all the companies that are still able to trade will be opening up again. A lot of students have gone back home. They might not return back to university. A lot of people that are non-UK nationals have gone back home, may not return, which means that all of the industries that are about to open back up again when we're out of lockdown, all of the companies, all of the restaurants, the hotels, the bars, the clubs, they're all going to need staff if they haven't been furloughed. Or even if they have been furloughed, those staff are going to need somewhere to live if they're not already living in a rented property. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a flurry, certainly with HMOs, of people wanting to rent during that time. Now, the other element is as well is that this is going to affect first-time buyers, because potentially people aren't going to have the jobs they had before, and if they do have them, they might have to take a pay cut, which means that they may not be able to afford to get onto the housing ladder, which means that the rental sector will remain strong. So that's what I think, folks. I'd love you to comment below and let me know what you think. You know, I've been in property for a long time. I've seen a lot of ups and downs. I've been through a couple of recessions, lived through all of them to tell the tale. We've been through foot and mouth disease, lived through that to tell the tale. But nothing quite like this. Nothing quite like coronavirus, and nothing that we were expecting like this. I don't think, hopefully we'll never see anything like this again during our lifetime. No doubt it's going to affect our business. It's going to affect most people's businesses. But I think, as I've always said before, that cash is king. And if you get through this, and I hope you do, make sure you have a cash buffer, just so anything at all that creeps up behind us again, ever, you can get through it. So I think the property rental sector is going to be strong. I don't think that's going away. I think the market's going to come down. That's kind of inevitable. If it doesn't, I'll be very surprised, and I will eat my words. I think then it's going to start to recover towards the middle of next year. So that's where I am, folks. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. I would love your comments to see what you think. If you think I'm wrong, then please do challenge me. I love open discussion. And like I said, nobody really knows. I just wish we had a crystal ball. Until the next one, folks, you take care. Look at the state of you.
What have you done?
Look at you. You were absolutely pristine clean before. Look at you now. Let's have a little selfie together. It's just for the thumbnail. Right.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. What?
That.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.